are like Mother Nature in like persona. You are everything. Not only are you the greatest singer, you can like.
I'm kind of like everybody's grandma as well. You know, people tell me all the time, they say, I grew up listening to you. You know, my grandma used to play your songs.
Yeah.
My mother used to play your songs. So I'm like a household name in a way. And that's a beautiful thing.
It's gorgeous.
That's a wonderful thing. I mean, I couldn't see some other artists, you know, whose butts are out and everything, and tits are out and everything, and they're doing rolling on the stage and cuckoo. I just don't understand that. But
You keep it classy, Chaka.
I kept it. Yeah. Well, I tried to keep it. Well, I'm a recovering Catholic, so that helps.
The vocal you give,
I give 100%,
you don't hold back on the vocal.
No, and I don't have little things that I do in between. I don't do dancing. I don't do none of that stuff. I sing. Period.
You know what? It is inspiring, and I heard your Breakfast Club interview that you did with the gals, and you were all kind of commenting. And you were saying, you know, when we go on stage, we just sing. We don't need to do the bells and whistles. We don't need to show our bodies.
No, I don't believe in that.
And I do think that's really inspiring. And I do think as somebody,
need to.
No, I know,
she's sexy without showing her body off.
But even as somebody who is,
thank you, Mum.
Is.
I know, but I think. As somebody who is in pop music and a different generation, and you're not pop, but you cross over into all the different genres. You're a soul, funk, pop, jazz, start. You're everything, right?
Sing it.
But do you think that the demands have changed on female performers now, or do you think it's always been there? You just haven't played the game in the way
the game has changed.
Yeah,
because all bets are off. These women are doing any and every damn thing on stage and trying to sing too. And the ones who are doing the most physicalities with their butts and stuff, you know, and their body parts are the ones that usually are compensating for what they don't have.
Move your bottom if you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Voice.
Absolutely. So I came to sing, and I came to really do a good job, and that's hard work. It's hard. It's tough, but I don't feel like it's hard work whilst I'm doing it. I feel great.
All right, this was an interesting conversation. Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan. You know, 70s, 80s. You know, only thing I didn't like. Well, I can't really say that because, you know, there's a lot of people using sex to sell, and she's basically saying they're using sex to supplement not being talented. You know, I know Cardi B don't sing, but that's another one, untalented. You know, but you know, I mean, I really feel like she's talking about a lot of the female rappers because a lot of the R&B singers are underground. But then again, you got bops like what's that bop down there that was that dirty bop, Summer Walker. I guess SZA maybe show her body. I'm not really into it. I like Mariah the Scientist. Other than that, but you know, it's a lot of good R&B music. I mean, you got you got Victoria Monet. It's a couple of them that's not major, but I get what she's saying. I feel like she really talking about these influencers that's turned musicians and all that stuff, and they don't have talent. They got to show their body to supplement their talent. You feel me? And I agree with her, but check out the Music Entertainment playlist, the Real 101 playlist. You know, and you know, when you like Chaka Khan, your vocals is the key, because you're not really a dancer or entertainer like that. And when you actually a dancer and entertainer like Chris Brown or, you know, a Beyonce, like, you know, it's a totally different ball game. You don't have to, if you Beyonce or, you know, you somebody that really dance like that, you don't really have to use your body, you know, to really sell as much, because Beyonce is an amazing vocalist. She's an amazing entertainer. But when you ain't a dancer, or you ain't really a really good rapper, or you really not a really good singer, that's what women do. That's why you see a lot of women today, instead of, you know, seeing what men really want as far as, you know, reciprocation and building, they don't want to be better bitches. I say that all the time, and I say that respectfully. They don't want to be better bitches. They want to take the quick route. They want to get a BBL. They want to get a tummy tuck. They want to get a punani rejuvenation. They want to get a new rack. You know what I'm saying? and they feel like that's going to be able to jump the line for me to get chose, or at least for me to get some money, or for me to get a husband. It's the same principle apply with the music stuff that she talking about. I really can't rap, really don't have talent. Let me show my coochie, watch Uchi Wally. Let me show my chest. Let me always be naked. Let me talk about this dirty, nasty stuff on internet, because they don't have no talent. And Hollywood has been, his talent has been talentless for a while, to be honest. You know, Cardi B ain't got no talent, bro. She utilized everybody else's pen. No talent at all. Ass fake, body fake. You know what I'm saying? She might have personality, but other than that, come on, not very much talented. So when you go out there and you look around, of course, the talent is lacking. They getting talent from strip clubs. I mean, Eve was a stripper, very talented rapper though. But, you know, Summer Walker, I don't know much of her music, but she just looked dirty. I don't like her. Just every time I see her, I just want to throw a cup of bleach and some motherfucking Tide detergent on that hoe, man. Just look dirty, man. Dirty rat. You know, so you can see they going to the strip club to get their talent now, and love and hip hop. Come on, man. She ain't got no talent, bro. So, you know, they got to use what they got to get what they want. So it doesn't surprise me now. So it ain't too many great vocal talents. And it go back, if you ain't vocally talented, you know, be an entertainer, dance. Because Chris Brown can't sing for shit. I'm a down that hill. He ain't no great singer. Niggas be trying to compare him to Mike and Art. Mike, man, nigga, please. Nigga, or Usher. I mean, he's a great entertainer, but singer, average at best. I be listening to the niggas. I be like, what do they be like this nigga shoobity, like he Luther or Teddy P. Nigga might be Eddie B. but his ability to entertain and dance his ass off, and his ability to write great songs, he has talent. Missy Elliott wasn't the baddest bitch, but her ability to produce and write great songs and be able to be theatrics and, you know, dancing, Buster and Missy make a great versus battle too. But yeah, I agree with what Chaka Khan was saying, but it's the easy way out. A lot of women are taking the easy way out, and they still feeling you going to die on some type of table in the Dominican Republic or somebody's backyard to get veneers and get a new ass because you think that's gonna get you a husband. And it's just like a lot of women don't want to do it the right way. It's the same principle they using in music. You know, get a dope beat and get a nigga to write it like Lil Yachty and get naked. Like, I'm good. Sexy Red, the same thing. The beat fireboard, the talent is trash. Glorilla, you know, trash. Get naked. All they doing is using this to get with a ball player, get a couple dollars. They ain't got talent no more. And all the women who do have talent that's on the R&B level, they suppress their music. They didn't replace female R&B. Well, all R&B they replaced with hip hop. They replaced with thought hop. All these thought rappers, they didn't replace the female R&B artists. You don't hear really from the Coco Joneses, and when you see her with Donovan Mitchell, the Victoria Monets, the Mariah the Scientists, they ain't really on no level that they should really be on. They ain't on the level they should be on. And then you get other people like Doja Cat. She really is like, you know, on the white side of it, like Sabrina Carpenter, but they show their bodies too. Very talented young ladies. All the women I name in the R&B category, the pop kind of singing very talented young ladies. And I feel like I'm missing a few of them. You know, but you know, that's what they feel like they need to do. It's no different, like I said, than on the dating scene now. They feel like if they get some tattoos, they get an ass, they put a filter on, put them Christmas ornaments in their nose, and they feel like they gonna get chose. But you know, she right. And they probably attack Chaka Khan for saying it, because you can't call out women for what they do wrong. Well, how dare you call out another black woman for what they did? That's pretty much how they say you can't tell black women nothing. You can't tell women nothing. You know, but then, you know, when the ramifications of what they did, they caused and the effect come around, nobody protected black women. Nobody told women. Nobody protected women. Oh, men are nah. But I agree with what she said. But, you know, regardless, you know, humans are going to do what they got to do to survive. So if they got to get out here and bust that monkey open all hairy and be a butt naked to get that money, women going to do what they going to do to get this money. But hey, hit the link in the description. Say find me everywhere. It's the Linktree, X, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, Kick, Twitch, everywhere. Check out the music entertainment playlist, the real one-on-one playlist. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.